Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Last time, we rescued Detective Nick Valentine from Skinny Malone and his gang of thugs, and today, we're going to continue escorting him out of here. He came up here, climbed up this ladder. We're going to follow him. During our adventure, fighting Skinny Malone's gang, they had a lot of SMGs, which use the same ammo type as this combat rifle that we have, and this combat rifle is really good, so I'm very happy to get a lot more .45 ammo for it. Maybe we can use it for a long time, until we find something better, or run out of ammo and have to switch to something different. Both seem equally likely, to be honest. Now, I don't remember if I have to actually escort him back to Diamond City, or if we're just going to get out of here and he'll be like, hey, thanks for rescuing me, I'll meet you back at Diamond City. So, I guess we're about to find out if the game will ever load. This is why I usually like to start the video in the overworld, but I guess we're not doing that this time. This game has extremely long loading times, if you couldn't tell, and it's especially bad if you're like me and on a
Look
hard
at
drive.
that Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie. She sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about a missing person. No trace of where they've gone. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
You said Diamond City, right?
Yeah, you know the way? Southwest a few blocks. My office is in the back alleys, with the neon heart sign out front.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
Alright, so he's gonna go to Diamond City, and I'm going to go put away some of the stuff that I got. I'm not gonna go all the way back to Sanctuary. Instead, I'm just gonna go to Oberlin Station. Put away some of my stuff. Maybe make a bed while I'm here. In survival, fast travel is disabled. Oh. About that. Okay. All the stuff here is potatoes.
Seems to be growing well.
Which I guess is fine. I need some potatoes too for vegetable soup. Oh, I'm carrying too much. Don't mind me. Just gonna pick all your potatoes and cluck around real fast. And then put everything away in here. Store all junk. Put that in there. Put away this stuff. The only real reason I took that stuff is because I thought it might be unique. This heals a lot. Maybe I should start taking some Nuka-Cola Quantum with me. Okay, I don't think I need this much right away or Radix. Go with 5. Okay, and now Preston, give me all of your stuff.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna put it in here. Store all junk, put these away. And probably put away some of this ammo. This stuff weighs about 0.03 per bullet, so 1,000 of it weighs about 30 pounds, right? Let's put away like half of this. I probably don't need this much. Okay, and while I'm in the vicinity, I would like to... How do I enter build mode C? No. X? No. Oh, okay. X is auto run, I am learning? Is it V? Okay, it's V. I want to make like a little house. A little home. I could just put down a residential plot. And there's not a whole lot of spots to put this down, huh? Okay, maybe a residential plot is not for me. Maybe I just build a nice little, a small shack. Yeah, that sounds good. Stick it right here, floating above the ground a little bit. That's fine. Okay, and then I can put down a bed. Which bed do I want? I like this one. Alright. This is my house. I actually don't need to sleep right now. Shockingly. If I just drink a little bit of water. You can't do that while in power armor. It says lying. Do I sleep? I guess I probably should sleep like a little bit. That's not how you get out of here. You are tired from lack of sleep. Perfect. Let's just sleep 8 hours. Gonna wake up hungry and thirsty, but that's fine. This is all that between video goodness that you usually don't get to see. I am peckish, I am well rested. It's raining now, I'm gonna take another swig of this water pump. And let's eat some food. What do I got? Got this egg omelets. I actually don't have as much food as I thought I did. I guess I left a bit behind. Let me take these preserved foods and eat them, perhaps? Now let's eat some preserved Instamash and a preserved Salisbury steak for breakfast. Then we can head back to Diamond City. Do I leave my power armor here? I don't think I'm going to need it in Diamond City. Yeah, why waste the fusion cores, right? Let's head back to Diamond City. And while we're here, we can explore a little bit more, because I kinda just left with the area not even halfway explored, because I had no inventory space. So now that I have a little bit of inventory space, I can explore a little bit more. Wow. Love exploration. Maybe get some quests. Doesn't everybody love quests? Get the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Hi.
Public is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes.
Hey, Nat.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Thank you. Let's read it, I guess. Under mist, I guess. Yeah. Public Occurrences, View from the Vault, Part 1 by Piper Wright. Whenever I take a walk through Diamond City, there are so many things people tell me to be grateful for. Purified water, working lights, electricity, security. True, what we have would have been unthinkable even a few decades ago, but it's easy to forget that even after all the progress we have made, we are still living in the shadow of the world that was. A world before the threat of radiation, before the super mutant and the feral ghoul and the synth. So as fortune often has it, I crossed paths with Bruce Smith, Vault Dweller, a person who is experiencing the Commonwealth for the first time. What would him fresh set of eyes say about how far we've come? Is Diamond City the great green jewel we have always claimed it to be? Before we begin to answer that question, we have to know who Bruce Smith is, where he comes from. To my surprise, he did not have much to say about him life in the vault at all, because he spent all that time staring at a piece of frozen glass every day for over 2 centuries. That's right, Bruce Smith isn't just a vault dweller, he's an original vault dweller. He spent his entire time on the inside, cryogenically suspended. Is this a vanilla typo that's happening 500 times in this paper? I guess. Continued in part 2. Why is this in 3 parts? Continued from part 1. So what does Bruce Smith have to say about seeing Diamond City for the first time? Can you even compare the two? The world out here, it's not even close to the one I left. While we like to think of our city as a shining jewel, it's worth remembering that not everyone comes here by choice. Sometimes people are forced from the comforts of their homes, and as the largest settlement in the Commonwealth, this is where they end up. Most are just looking for refuge, but sometimes they come here desperately looking for something, or someone. You see, Bruce Smith has a son, Sean, and even though they were in the relative safety of a vault, someone broke in and took Sean from his parent. And that parent is now risking everything wandering through this strange and unfriendly world of ours in order to save Sean from his kidnappers. We all know the rumors and whispers that surround every missing person in Diamond City. The guilty looks we pass to mourning family members as we thank the wall that this time it wasn't us. You can end up dead in the Commonwealth for a million reasons. Why spend our time worrying about kidnappings? Why indeed? It's easy for us to be cynical about the missing. We have spent so long knowing the Institute is out there, but knowing so little about them. They are not the only ones responsible for kidnappings, but the fact that they sometimes are, and the fact that we have been so powerless to stop them, when they do, causes us to treat all victims of kidnappings as if they are a lost cause. But the people left behind, those loved ones, friends, and neighbors who may never see the face of those taken from them again, they do not have the luxury of being able to just look away. They have to carry that loss with them, even if everyone else tells them to move on and forget. I asked Bruce Smith to make a statement to Diamond City, to give us an outsider's perspective on what it means to lose a loved one and how he feels. Maybe in some way it's how we all should feel. Maybe we've forgotten what those right human responses to these tragedies are. You can only take it one day at a time, he said. Just keep going. That's all anyone can do. Good paper. Hello. Alright, let's go find Nick.
Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
You have a name? No.
Hi.
Hey, you're that vault dweller from the paper.
That's me! I'm
Don't
that
be
person.
caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Free shopping right here.
Alright, into Valentine's Detective Agency. We're gonna find our son.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya?
I sure
Here.
do.
I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
I'll sit down in the chair.
When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
All of these are accurate. I guess this is the least inaccurate. They're all accurate.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. What else can you tell me?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular, and why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who were the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
So you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
This one seems kind of rude. I'm just not going
Either
to say
way,
that one.
I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound...
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No. They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Maybe it's another kidnapped kid.
Yeah, either that or he's got a son of his own. Not a comforting thought in any case. Both of them vanished a while ago. Haven't been heard or seen since. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
Alright. Sounds like our son may have been kidnapped by a man named Kellogg. Let's follow him. See what we can find out.
Huh.
Steal his desk man.
After all these years.
I do love stealing some desk fans. Let me out. Hello. Following Nick Valentine to Kellogg's house.
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news.
Can I walk? Oh,
He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean,
just an ordinary
thorough.
piece of wood.
Has no
A
enemies,
swatter is a
because they're all
custom-made
dead.
piece of genuine
Except
hickory.
you. But 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
This is annoying because my walk speed is just slightly slower than his walk speed. So I gotta do this a little bit to catch up. It seems to be very common in video games. You're just slightly too fast or too slow. Hello.
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? Let's see if I can get this open.
Don't worry, nobody's watching
one
you
heck
do
of a
that
lock.
except for the
Something
Boy
to
Scout.
hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Won't be able to pick this.
Yeah, that's a master lock.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Alright, you gotta get the key to Kellogg's house. See if we can ask the mayor for it. Head in that direction. Maybe I can find some people to talk to, some quests to do along the way, like
Hey,
this
you were in the
random
paper,
security guy.
You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Thanks, I try.
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
Heard you'd rescued Valentine. Good work. Most sense scared the hell out of me, but Nicky, he ain't like those Institute psychos.
Protection for sale.
What the fuck is a swatter?
He
You need a
says.
genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatter.
What's a swatter?
Haha, rookie, eh? A swatter, my friend, is a Diamond City tradition. See, it used to be that this whole place was a stadium, and two teams would meet and play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats, and the best bats were called swatters. True fact.
What kind of teams were there?
Oh, really? What kind of teams were there?
There was the Diamond City Demolishers, big brutes of guys, played in full power armor with special pneumatic arms, for swinging. Then you had the Lexington Ladies, an all-female team with Coach Bloody Mary Sue at the helm, highest kill count in the league. Ha, I could spend all day talking about the Concord Crushers or the Quincy Killmeisters, but you get the idea. It was a hell of a sport.
Sounds great.
Sounds like fun.
You bet your socks it was. Now, How about you pick up a little memento in the form of a genuine swatter?
I love this guy's fucking voice just playing along. Hello.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
What do
Yeah,
you
mate.
got?
Mm-hmm.
You've got, yep. Ooh, baseball grenades. 40% less action point cost. Seems pretty cool. Most of this shit is melee weapons, which I am not going to be using. Food? Buy the food? For $43? I can't afford that. Nope. Goodbye.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except synths. No synths allowed here.
But what about Nick? Do you like Nick?
I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
Why?
Because I don't know you, and I will not serve a synth pretending to be human. So are you human?
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough, but I'll be watching you. I have eyes like well, they're good eyes. Got it? All right. We can do business, but no funny stuff.
What kind of business you running here anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I trust to do it. At least I know he's a machine.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything you need.
What do you got? Automatic plasma rifle. Okay, so this uses plasma cartridges. I thought plasma weapons in this game just used energy cells. Am I thinking of 3 and 4? No, they have a different ammo in that game, don't they? Or 3 in New Vegas, not 3 and 4. This is 4. Maybe I'm thinking of 3 in New Vegas. Well, this is the first thing I've seen that uses plasma. That's pretty fucking pricey, though. Oh, right. Plasma in this game is split between ballistic and energy damage. That is interesting. +1 agility and perception. It's not bad. Honestly, late game, all I care about's the legendary effects on my equipment. I can just upgrade the armor to be decent, and then use the legendary effects to decide what I take. How much was this? It was like 1,000, right? Too pricey for me. Especially considering that most of the time I'm just gonna be in my power armor. Speaking of which, do you have any fusion cores? You do. Oh, those are so expensive. I'm gonna wait to buy these. I still think I only have 1 rank in... Yeah, I only have 1 rank in Cap Collector. I'm gonna wait to buy the expensive shit until I have at least this and maybe a few more levels in Charisma. What else do I want to take in Charisma, by the way? I want to level my Charisma eventually because it will give me more... I can have more people in my settlements, but I would also like to... This is interesting. That's very interesting. I kind of like having people around, even though I'm getting mad at Preston talking shit. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. That I probably want eventually, local leader. I don't use alcohol. Maybe this? Ooh. Maybe this eventually. Could give someone like a fucking... Give him a fat boy. Can't hurt me with it. Don't care about that, and don't care about that. What's this? %20 is low. Alright. Home plate. Oh, this is like the Bible house.
Care cares about you.
Oh, there's a power armor station here?
Medicinal needs.
This is interesting. I kind of want to buy this house eventually. Hello.
Hey, man. Got a lot of chems here if you need something to help you relax.
Did you say something about drugs?
That's right. All the chems you need to fill out your lifestyle. Balance you out. Everyone here buys from me. Sometimes security needs a little psycho, or an engineer needs some mentats. And heck, Rad X is plain universal.
I'll take a look, sure.
Chems for a balanced lifestyle.
I think I have enough drugs right now. Ultrajet. Interesting. So the thing I need the most, I think, is Psycho. I'm pretty low on Psycho. I don't think I'm low enough to buy any right now, but in the future.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up. Of course, the mayor.
Is the radio coming from you? It is.
I have a statement from
Hello.
Patient. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Facial reconstruction? What's that?
It's Doc Crocker's specialty. If you're interested, talk to him about it. Just head through the door with our logo on it. Now, if you have an actual medical problem, speak up.
I don't right now.
So what kind of treatments are common around here?
Bandaging wounds and cleaning radiation exposure are the most common things you outsiders usually ask for. That and kicking a chem habit.
That will be useful once I start doing more drugs. I still don't have the perk that makes me immune to addiction.
Could use some supplies, actually.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
You have Psycho as well. You've got some stim packs. I think I have plenty of stim packs. Disease cure. These are for, like, your settlers, so I don't give a shit about that. Antibiotics is for curing me, but I've got some. I don't think I need to pay 213 for more.
Around here, we call your haircut the Scav Special. Little flecks of blood, give it the personal touch. You should think about getting a trim.
What are my options?
You name it. Shaves, long cuts, short cuts, braids, layering. Yeah, be easier just to show you. Got an empty chair right here.
I kind of like my rough and tumble, scruffy look.
Not interested.
Some other time?
What about
Excuse me.
You there. Talk some sense into my nitwit son. Morgana's secretary, is she a synth?
What?
You know what a synth is, right? Those machine people the Institute makes? Looks and acts just like the real thing? Only I think they made Geneva a little too perfect. No woman looks like she does, all perky. So she's a synth, right? She has to be.
No, I don't think so.
Ugh. Everyone around me is a moron.
We're idiots? Just because we disagree with you?
She's a synth, Johnny. Anyone with a brain in their head can figure that out.
You were just saying that no one could tell the difference, Ma. You want to lay off? We got hairstyles for days. Weeks, even.
Okay, that lady doesn't want to talk to me.
Self-prescribed chems, as recommended by me, myself, and I.
Hello.
Hey, Scabber. Got plenty of Brahmin meat on the hooks.
Wait, what kind of meat is this?
You never heard of Brahmin? Big, dumb, got 4 legs and 2 heads. They're the only cattle around. Everything's fresh from the Codman family farms. Sometimes, we get weird stuff from the caravans, too.
Weird stuff? Weirder than two-headed cow meat?
Yeah, Prince Charming. Weirder than that. Mirelurk bloatflies, rad stags. It's all protein, right? Ain't like you can be picky in the Commonwealth.
Let's see what you have.
Just pulled this lot from the freezer.
Okay, do you have anything cheap? Yeah, this is pretty cheap. I mean, this is like super cheap. But I don't really need food anymore.
Read about the man at a time. Vault Dweller wakes up after 200 years.
That's me. All Faiths Chapel. What's in here? People praying.
Good
Hello.
to see someone new in the chapel. Diamond City treating you all right?
This your chapel here, Pastor?
Well, that depends. I suppose I should say this chapel really belongs to God. But since I never get around to deciding which God in particular, I guess you could say it belongs to all of them. Now, if you ever need a quiet place to sit down and ponder the Almighty in whatever form strikes your fancy, we're always open.
So, you don't practice any particular religion here?
As long as you believe in something, you're welcome. Diamond City is full of people trying to build a better life. I just don't want them to forget what makes them human while they're at it. So the chapel is open, 24 hours a day, to whatever form of worship you like, long as it's peaceful.
I like that.
Thanks, Pastor.
Feel free to make yourself at home.
You
Not
should
sure
really
which
talk
God
to
I'm
the
supposed
pastor.
to be praying to. The pastor says it doesn't matter.
I swear Diamond City has like quests. Like you talk to people and they'll be like, "Yeah, can you do this for me?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, I want a quest." All right, let's go meet up with the mayor and see if we can get this key. Oh, I left Preston behind. Sorry, Preston. Why is the hairdresser following?
I know you.
Oh.
You're that Minuteman, Gavi. I really look up to you guys.
Thanks for saying that.
You guys are great. This is for you.
Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Nuh-uh. Not until it's in print. You can read all about it in the next issue.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
Is that marker Preston's fallen body? Hello, I'm going to look around to see. Ooh, 50 cal. Can I steal that? No. Okay. Hello.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
Come on. Can't you help me yourself?
And if I could, why should I?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
I've heard the sob stories before, so save them.
Piper liked that. She's not even here.
Maybe we can reach an agreement? I just happen to have a pile of caps here.
A gift? For me? Oh, how generous. Oh, there I go again, leaving a key out on my desk and forgetting to put it back.
250? That's not that bad, I guess.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Got it. Hello.
McDonough?
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me.
Oh, maybe the thing it was pointing me towards was McDonough. Okay. Where is Preston's body? How did he even do this to himself? Huh, Preston? How?
Is this a better time to talk?
Anytime, Preston.
Look, I know I put you in an almost impossible position when I asked you to lead the Minutemen. I didn't have any right to ask you to take that on. I guess I was kind of desperate at that point. I still don't know why you said yes. If it was for me, or for the Commonwealth, or for some other reason. It doesn't really matter. I just want you to know that I appreciate what you've done. We've got a long road ahead of us, for sure. But I don't doubt that you're the leader the Minutemen needed.
Thanks, Preston.
Thank you, General. I've taken up enough of your time. We'd better get back to it.
How do I get your perk? I know that if they like you enough, they give you a perk.
The latest news from the Commonwealth.
I don't even know what his perk does, to be completely honest with
Salon
you.
can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
Swatters, right here. Their skull bashes in the Commonwealth.
Balance
Don't walk
basement.
outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
I think I'm gonna finish up this now, and then next time I'm gonna finish exploring Diamond City. It's dark out here. Nighttime is dark. Hello, I got the key.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors.
Does that do anything for you? Or is it just for the aesthetic? I assume it's just for the aesthetic.
Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Like a hot plate. Alright.
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
Booze, fan, light bulb, oil. Why won't it let me search this?
Nothing here. Well, that's one way to hide a room.
Oh, now it lets me search it. That's funny.
Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Like potato crisps.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, cigars, San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Any words of wisdom?
If Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, then he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him, or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
Alright, Preston. It's been fun, but
All right.
I got a
Let's
cool
get that
robot
bastard.
dick.
This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
Alright, I got a new companion, Nick Valentine. Everyone's favorite robot synth detective. And I'm going to loot all of Kellogg's shit. I do mean all of it. What the fuck is this? Steel and springs, huh? I like this little panic room he's got here. Anything upstairs? I don't want to think about what he was using those things for. All right, I think that's going to do it for today. Next time, I think we're gonna finish exploring Diamond City. There are quests here. I swear to God there's quests here. But I just haven't been able to find any yet. I know for a fact there's one with oh. Dog meat is just here.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Got something, boy?
Okay, maybe next time I'm following Dogmeat instead of exploring the rest of Diamond City. I didn't expect him to just be here. Alright, so next time I guess we follow Dogmeat. I probably go back and get my power armor before I follow Dogmeat. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.